Na 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 na. We are live. We are live. We are live. I think. And move that over so you're not getting blinded by the light. Lift up like the ocean and the rivers of the light. Don't know the lyrics. I think that was right. Probably not. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you all here. Hopefully, everybody's got their cup of coffee. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Looks like we got some awesome people in the house. We got the Undertaker Calloway. Good to see you. Happy Easter, everybody, as well. It is an awesome day. Today, we are not doing anything with family for a couple reasons. First of all, we've got the wedding coming up in less than 30 days. So we got a lot of stuff we got to get done. So, yeah. Let me change this here. Hold on one second. Okay, now I can hear myself, which is a bonus. Kitty cat's in the background over here. Gamora. All right, let's see who's in the chat. We got the Undertaker Calloway, Mismatched Socks, Brianna's Fish Fam, Texas Fish Room, Andre Ellis, IHSP's Tank Tribe, Lindsay, Because Yo Fish, Kevin Leon. A lot of great people in here this morning. Good morning, everybody. Again, happy Easter. This is awesome. So really, really cool. Sorry I didn't stream last week. One of those weeks we had to get a bunch of stuff done at the store and at home. So just kind of had to get other things done. But hopefully we'll just keep kind of doing them as we can. And then once the wedding and everything's over, we will go back full steam ahead. Because then that'll be one less stress we have to really worry about. So that means we can get back onto the grind, the YouTube grind, putting out some videos and all that fun stuff again. There's been a lot of changes in the fish room again. We got some new fish. We got some fish that have left the room. Really sad part as well. We did lose bull zebra pikes. So they got ick. And I was working on treating the ick, super aggressive. So 1 week down of the ick X, starting to do a little bit. So I started week 2. And week 2, the male didn't make it through that. And then I came home after work and the female decided she was going to eat a plant. So it got stuck in her gills and she ended up not making it through that. So very sad week last week. So that was a big bummer for me. So we've just got Joe Mango Pleco in there right now, just chilling, doing his thing. But yeah. Andrea said, "Oh man, don't talk weddings. I wrote my address 200 times yesterday and need a mental break." So we were going to have that same problem where we were going to write it out every single time. And then we went on to on Amazon. Let me turn this down because that is a bad angle of the roof. You guys don't need to see all that cabling up there. There we go. That's a little better. We got a stamp. So we got a stamp that just says our names and our address on it. And it is awesome. And we use it all the time now. So definitely the way to go. So yeah. Definitely the way to go. All right, let's get back in the chat here and say hello to more people. IHSPs said, "Dang it, wrong button, deleted my whole message." Oh, that sucks. I hate when that happens. Brianna's Fish Fam is saying, how much is shipping on your plants? My plants on OFC, I think, are just the standard price across the whole board. And we do that because the way that things are shipped on OFC, it's just kind of just the standard price for just the cost of the material and then the shipping label as well. So we try to make sure that anybody who's selling on OFC can not lose money on their shipments is pretty much what we do. Leo, good to see you. Yes, I am back. I'm trying my best to be here every Sunday, but life just gets so crazy. All right. Leo saying, don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you guys again for getting me over 3K on YouTube. I am working on planning the 3K giveaway. So it's going to be, I believe it was 3 $50 gift cards to OFC to purchase someone else's fish on the site. So definitely keep your eyes open for that. I think probably this next week, I'll have something kind of written up. So you guys know kind of the details on that. So make sure you follow me also on Instagram, because I'll probably be posting on there the rules and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's just the Guppy Guru or Guppy Guru. Neighbor dogs are barking on Instagram. So yeah. All right, let's get back into the chat here. Kevin, I'm not ignoring your question. Why did you take down WaterFront Raised? It is because we just, as a business, we just don't have the resources to do that quite yet. So it'll hopefully come back in the later future. But right now it's just not something we can do as a business. So we're going to take a step back and start it over once we can get that up and going again. Brianna's Fish Fam, do you ship separate from OFC? I don't. I ship only through OFC. I do that just because that also supports the whole hobby and the team that we've got there. So I take the exact same percentage as every other seller on the site, which means that there is part of the sale of my fish and plants going to the OFC fund as well. So that way I'm supporting that as well. OFC, Andre, is our fish collective. It's the site that Ian and I created to help other hobbyists sell fish and kind of give them back support for learning how to actually ship fish online, because it is very stressful, very, very stressful. Andre said, so I got a stamp from Amazon too and said, yes, I want extra ink. Went to write the invites yesterday and it came with no ink pad. That's not fun. That is not fun. Yeah, we got, I think, like 3 different colors when we ordered ours. So I got a new coffee and it's interesting. It's interesting. Anybody else do that where you get something new and it's like, it's okay. Not great, but okay. This one supposedly like helps with like a diet or something. So I don't know. All right. Throw me some questions in the chat, people. I don't, like usual, I don't have much on the docket or the list or any of that. I'm just ready for you guys to ask me questions. If I can, I'll answer them. I will try my best. Rico Stands in the house. Good to see you, Rico. We are going to be streaming together on the 17th on his channel. So if you guys have not subscribed to Rico Stand, definitely go do so, so you can watch his stream with me. Black Label Carling, good morning. Or Black Label Bettas now. Good morning to you. Good to see you in the house. Happy Easter as well. What a beautiful day today. I think it's supposed to be like 78 or 80 degrees here in Utah today. Let me check and see. It's going to be hot. Gonna be hot. 79 degrees. Ooh. Ooh. Fishy Mom 2381 says, do you buy plants from the Fish Fam? I try my best to buy as much as I can from the Fish Fam. So most of the plants I actually have in the Guppy Garage here are from other Fish Fam members or from local fish stores or anything like that. Now that I am a part owner of a store, I kind of can get whatever I want through that system. But I still try my best to support every hobbyist. So we have a lot of people who bring in a lot of stuff to the shop as well, which is really fun. Rico Stan, so looking forward to it. Me too, man. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. I love going on streams with other people, especially like your stream, because it just seems so fun. So I'm really excited about that. It's been in the high 70s here in California, starting to feel like summer. Yeah, it's been nice. I set up the pond. So I got the pond all up and running. And then the main hose that runs from the main pump all the way through the waterfall feature, the main filter as well, had like 4 holes in it. So it was like shooting water everywhere. It was like one of those silly hoses or whatever they call them back in the 90s. So I ended up turning off the waterfall feature, but luckily I have another like filter pump that's actually internal in the pond itself. So that's keeping it nice and filtered. But the koi and the goldfish made it through the winter. So super excited about that. So they're doing really good. We got Pumpkin in there. We got Voldemort. And then there's one other koi in there we haven't named yet. So we'll have to get around to that. Definitely get around to that. 50 here today, but 60s are coming. Still down in the 30s and 40s at night, though. Yeah, it's still down in the 30s and 40s at night here, too. But still beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Black Label Carling at the beginning, or Black Label Betta, sorry, I need to get your name right in my head. I did talk about it a little bit at the beginning. Both of them did pass away, actually. So they got ick, probably just from the stress of being caught from the wild, brought, put into a box, shipped to our store to my home. So I was treating that a couple weeks. The male didn't make it through the treatments, and then the female decided she was just going to eat a plant. So I came home from work and she had plants down in through her gills and coming out the side of it. Was awful, absolutely awful. So I have both of them in my freezer right now. I'm going to maybe see if we can do something with them. Probably end up just burying them in the backyard because they're such beautiful fish. But definitely it was a huge bummer that day. I was very upset. So yeah, Zoro and Zelda are both gone. So we're on the hunt again for a couple more for the fish room here, because I absolutely loved those fish. Super awesome fish, absolutely beautiful. We did get one more in the shop, but I want to get two at the same time. Then that way they're kind of from the same collection point, same bag. I can just bring them right home, or not the same bag, but same box. I can bring them right home, throw them right in my tank. But yeah. So super, super sad. Yeah, real bummer. So they're in the freezer right now, just kind of hanging out until the weather got warmer, which is starting to get warmer now. So we'll probably bury them this week, just to give them a good send off. So yeah, it was really sad. Absolutely horrible. And it's sometimes just, I tried my best. I did everything I possibly could. I went through 2 bottles of AX in the treatment. I went through the salt. And then I was like, okay, if this doesn't work, then we're going to go on to Coopermine, put some copper in there. And the boy didn't make it to that. And then the girl was doing great. She actually was pulling through. So I was like, okay, this is going to be okay. I'll still have the one. We can just, keep her and she'll do fine. Sorry, Muppets. So she looked like she was doing good, and then she just swallowed that plant. So super sad day. Super sad. All right, let's get back in the chat. The Undertaker Calloway says, have babies again. Only 2 are surprised they don't have them no more, and they're still not sure what you're talking about there, but that's fine though. All right. Black Label Betta says my LFS has a handful and they do ship. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, we get them direct from the source, right out of the river. So I'm kind of wanting to do that again, just to support those guys as well. How do you pronounce your name? Lebenmitter Erdi? Hopefully I pronounced that right. I am doing well. I'm doing really well. I got my coffee today. I'm kind of relaxing on a Sunday. The shop's open from 10 to 4 today, but we got a lot of wedding stuff we got to get done today. So it's a day off that's not a day off, which is fine. I am sorry, Muppet 929, that you did come in at the wrong time, but it is still a happy day. It's Easter. It's a relaxing day. So let's talk some fish for sure. Timothy Darling, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. Silent Water 81 says, Guppy Guru, good morning. Update on the endangered live bears you have, plans for new ones. So the golden skiffia that I had, apparently they all turned out to be all males, and their lifespan's not very long. So they kind of just slowly passed away one by one just from age. So I don't have any more of those right now. So luckily the guy that I got them from is still breeding them very, very well. So he's got a bunch of them. I believe they're actually still on OFC too. So if you do want to get some of those, you can. Right now, I've got so many things going on that I've kind of decided we just need to take a step back from getting new fish to kind of slow down the process. And then once we get all this other stuff kind of figured out, then I'll come back in and get some more cool fish, and we can go from there. So, but we do have in that tank now. So that tank is being used. In that tank, we have, I think, 4 or 5 of the wild Venezuelan snowball plecos, I believe. I'll have to look at the L number or what they're called, but absolutely gorgeous pleco. And they are in their cave as of last night. So I am hoping they will breed. Let me see if I can pull up a picture here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if you guys can see this. But that's them in their cave, just hanging out. So there's a male in there smashing the female into the back wall. So I'm hoping they're breeding. Leo says, yeah, we're going to have a bad summer with heat this year. I think so. Yeah, it's going to be a hot one. I really do think it's going to be a hot one. Andre says, outdoor wedding. This would be the perfect time. Not too hot, not too cold. Yes, it is going to be outdoor wedding. And it's actually in California. So we're going to be kind of in a little bit warmer weather. And it's going to be on May 1st. So we're super excited. It's coming up real quick. And my fiance is in the house. Hello, Courtney. She woke up early this morning with me. So Mismatched Socks saying hello to everybody. Big Tank Hank is in the house. Congratulations on the 1K, Big Tank. That is awesome, man. You definitely deserve it. You are a great person. So congrats. Welcome to the 1K club. So yeah, just adding another one of the awesome group. Leo, I got an L397 pleco. They are amazing. As soon as I can sex, getting the opposite sex. That is really cool. Yeah, those are a beautiful fish. We get a lot of really cool plecos through the shop. That's Lewis's thing. He absolutely loves his plecos. So we always have like the coolest ones in shop, and it always is so hard to not just snag them all. But I don't. I do have that really big mango pleco though, which doesn't even have an L number yet because they don't know what to L number it as. So yeah. You're saying that it gives you the 404. It's because the website is actually called Our Fish Collective. So let me pop that up here in the chat for you. That way you can see it. You can get it. There you go. It should be in there now for you. So yeah, it's ourfishcollective.com, not OFC. OFC is just the acronym for it, so that we don't have to say Our Fish Collective every single time. Yeah. What is Gamora still back here? Oh, Lauren Lolo Rain is my sister-in-law, and she's staying at the house. So Gamora is our cat. She's probably sitting there watching it on her phone. That's funny. That is funny. Kevin, I'm not going to say where our wedding's at just for privacy reasons. Hope you're okay with that. But it is in Central, I think is what it would be considered, though. So it's not going to be like Northern or really Southern, but Central for sure. Ooh, I walked past the tank and my pleco and clown loaches didn't go into hiding. Yay. Oh, that's good. That means that they're getting used to you. Oh, well, let's see. Maybe that was because Let's see. Oh yeah, there is a random mark in that link. So let me see if I can save it now. I'll change that later, but that is the correct website. It's just one of those things. Just all the internet stuff right now. I don't know. All right. Leo says the Valley. I don't know if it's considered the Valley. I don't know. IHSP's tank trap says always nice when they start getting used to you. It really is, especially when you can like go up and like feed the tank and they just all like. It's my favorite. Oh, do I have my laser pointer on? Oh, I left my laser pointer over there. I would have shown you guys. I've been playing with my fish with the laser pointer, and it is one of my favorite things. Also, we've got Lotus right here. Lotus is our flower horn, our pearl compha. Don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but super beautiful fish, super happy. Really fun one. Super excited about that. All right. Big Tank Hank says, time for the waterfront to go prime time on one of my streams. We could probably do that for you, Tank. We could probably do that. I'll definitely talk to Lewis and see what we can figure out. But right now we got a lot of stuff going on, so it may be a minute until we can get that all figured out. But we're just trying to focus on the company right now and get some stuff done. IHS Tank Tribe says, I take a few hours a week to sit in front of my fry grow out tanks so they get used to me. That is really cool. It definitely does help when fish are like accustomed to people walking by and like hand feeding and all that stuff. It's really interesting when we get like wild fish in the shop and how just like nervous and scared they are because they've never seen a person right up next to their face. Or another thing that's really interesting is when we get fish in that are like bred and raised in vats, and they only see the people from above, so they're not used to seeing people through the glass, and just their interaction is so different. Downside, no fear when gravel vacuuming. Yeah, that is kind of a downside. Leo says, well, technically everything or anything past Bakersville to Sacramento area is considered the Valley, which is a 9 to 10 hour drive. Cali is too long. It is too long. Should be two states. But if you think about it, cut it right down the middle, northern and southern. They've talked about it before. They really have. All right, let's see what else is going on in the fish room. We've got our orange pumpkin tank is exploding with fish. The guppies that were in there, I traded a local guy. So he had, I think it was 4 female black Moscows. So we put the female black Moscows in here with I think I had 2 males and a female in there already. And they're doing great in there. They're absolutely loving that tank. So we traded the American greens for those. So hopefully we can get those to breed. The orange pumpkins are going nutso. There's probably like 200 of them in there. Really cool. The betta chinoides on the bottom over there. They're doing great. I'm not sure if they've done anything as far as breeding goes yet because they were still pretty young. But I'm hoping they do something soon. In this tank right here, we've got a few of the little rainbows and stuff that we bought from Dan's Fish left in there, but most of them didn't make it too long. But right now we've got a trio of Millennium albino rainbow fish in there. So that's really cool. Up above that, in that tank right there, we've got those plecos, and then up very top, whoa. I don't know why I always have a hard time doing that. In this tank, we've got our mutt guppies. So really cool. In this tank over here, we actually have something I haven't shown yet. But we have a platinum half beak in that tank. Really cool fish. So we're waiting to get a few more into the shop so I can snag a couple more to try to breed those, because super cool live bear fish. And the platinum half beak is just awesome. They've got this really beautiful platinum color on their body, but then a bright red anal fin. Really cool. All right. Leo saying that would make me northern. Yeah, it would. The Undertaker Callaway says my koi is getting big. Yeah, koi gets so big. I think my koi, when I got him, he was like this big, and now he's pushing a good 10, 12 inches, which is awesome. Jay Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics. Good to see you, man. Always good to see you. Great guppy person. Congrats on the new house and the new build out you're doing. It looks so cool. Really excited that you're going to be able to pump out some really awesome stuff. I just love guppy people. Guppy people are my favorite. So congratulations, bud. I wish you all the best in that endeavor, because it really is going to be incredible. I always love to watch other people's dreams and aspirations and passions kind of come true. And it seems like you're really doing it, Jay. So congratulations, bud. Let's get back in the chat here. IHSP says, Andre, be my guest. Oh, you guys are chatting to yourself. All right, let's go down to the next one. Hey, glad I caught you live. Quick question. About 4 months ago, I bred some common cobra guppies, and all of my fry have been female. Is there a reason for that? How do I get male fry? So 25, the caveman, there's a couple different things that could be going on there. Some people say it's based on your temperature of your tank. Some people say it's based on the size of your tank. Some people say it's genetic. We don't really have a solid answer science-wise. You can try the different techniques, though. You can definitely change your water temperature. I think if you go hotter, you get more males. I've never seen it make a difference in my personal fish room, so I don't know which way works best. But usually with what I've noticed, it's usually just based on the fish itself. So if you've got a couple of males and it's giving you a bunch of females, just breed those. And then you'll get a lot more males, because what they're going to do is they're going to self-populate themselves. They're going to get you what they need to survive. They need more females to survive than they do males in the wild. So what they're probably doing right now is it might be their first drop, F1s. So they're going to get a lot of females so that they can breed with their original males and give you more fry. So that's usually the case from what I've noticed. So usually the best bet is just to kind of let it happen and go from there. Feed some really good high protein foods. And that always usually helps too, just to kind of get a good mix. But yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, we can't really say they're not a hard good. They're not a manufactured product. They're a living animal. So we can try our best to say what we can do to fix it, but there's really no definitive science that says if you keep it at 82 degrees, you're going to get 50% male, 50% female. Some people have really good success doing it that way. I've never personally seen any difference with the temperature change. I've tried it multiple times. So I usually get a pretty good mix in my garage here, though, at 78 to 80 degrees. So maybe try that. See what that does. Really good high protein foods and some good plants in your tanks should help too. All right. Leo says, I'm sure from San Diego to a state border to Oregon, it's at least 15 plus hours, something like that. Yeah, I know from Salt Lake to drive to where my grandparents lived up in Omak was 16 hours. And then my other family lives in kind of the Portland, Vancouver area. I think that's a 14-hour drive too. So it's long drives to get from wherever you want to be. So if that pretty much tells you how big California is, for sure. Rico Stan, I have a bunch of new fish coming over the next few weeks. Got some spotted Raphaels, roseline barbs, black ruby barbs, and cribs, all new to me. So pretty excited. That is so cool, man. Roseline barbs are awesome. The spotted Raphael cats are going to be super cool. I've never heard of black ruby barbs, so that's a new one for me. And then cribs are just a really cool fish to put in any tank. Put them in a 10, put them in a 20 long. They do really cool. I've always wanted to try a 50 low boy with cribs, because I feel like that's their ideal situation. They're really wide, long, fat tank, shallow. They can just go bonkers in all the corners, get them a bunch of little caves. So I think that would be the coolest crib tank is a 50 low boy, but that's just my personal, like down the road, I want to do that. But cribs are a really cool one. So congrats on that. Jay Oliver says, I really appreciate the shout out. Trying to follow my dreams for sure. Well, that is good, man. Yeah. If we don't do our dreams, then there's no real reason for it. Especially as fish keepers, we just need to kind of do what we love. Sometimes, money and all that stuff gets in the way of some things, but you are definitely doing it. And you should be proud of yourself, man. You should be very proud. That new space is going to be awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right. Timothy Darling says, I just got babies from my red ribbon blue mosaics. Red ribbon blue mosaics. I got to look that up here. Hold on one second. Blue mosaic guppy. Ooh. All right. That is a very pretty fish. Kind of looks like a Japan blue kind of mixed in with a mosaic with a ribbon genetic. Super cool fish. Yeah, that's a cool one. Congrats. Yeah. Gotta love the new fry. Gotta love the new fry coming into anybody's house. All right. Jeffrey Watts, Timothy Darling. All right. Jeffrey Watts, good morning to you too. Sunshine coffee. Yes. 25, the caveman says, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'll try to bump from 78 to 80 and see how it goes. Thanks for the info. Of course. Yeah, glad to help. It's just one of those things, like, I wish I could say it works perfect if you put it to 82 or if you put it to 76, but I haven't seen any personal experience with the temperature change causing any of that. I know there's a couple really good books out there though, if you want to. I don't think I have them in here right now, but Brian Chin, awesome books on guppies. If you want to read some really good genetic structure books about how to breed show guppies, breeding the best quality guppy you can. And then I think he just has one that's called Just Keeping Guppies. Very great writer, very awesome person, absolutely beautiful fish. So if you want to go get those books, I think they're on Amazon for like $18 or something like that. A really good price. Let me see if I can actually pull them up here. His name is Brian Chin, Chin. Really awesome breeder. He does green mosaics mostly. He also has a YouTube channel too. Let's see here. One of his books is $43 on Amazon. So let's see. He does have some incredible information in there though. So if it's something you really want to look into, definitely recommend Brian Chin's books. He is an awesome writer, and some really great information in there. Really great. All right. Mismatched Socks is saying she's jealous of you, Rico. Yeah, that is a really good haul, man. That is a good haul. Joe L, good morning, Peter. I came out to my two best friends yesterday. Congratulations, man. That is very awesome of you to do that. I'm sure that they were very supportive of you, and glad you can be yourself now. That's really cool. Yeah. Let's see. Leo says Peter got a group of F1 Placidochromis Gala Reef. I hope I pronounced that correct because it sounded right. I'm going to say that I said that right. Pat on that back. Amazing so far. Looks like 3 males to 5 females. Want to get some German line females to spice things up. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, just breed them once they get bigger. Yeah, 3 to 5 3 males to 5 females. That's a perfect ratio. Definitely a perfect ratio. IHSP's Tank Tribe is saying congratulations to you, Joel, or Joe. You should be very proud of yourself, man. That is a really hard thing to do, but I am also proud of you. I think that is, we need to be true to ourselves no matter what. So congratulations. All right. We got Maria in the house. Good morning, Maria. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. I've been watching the domino series you've been making, and that is so cool. So cool. I'm just waiting for a fish one, though. I haven't seen any guppies in none of those. Just saying. Leo, don't forget to hit that like button, guys and gals. Yeah, hit that like button. Smash it. Punch it. Kick it. No, don't do that, because then I'll have to buy new phones. So just tap it. Just lightly tap. All right. Joe L says, do you think I can breed a pair of apistogrammas in a 10-gallon with a coconut hut? I'm planning on putting an easy planter and putting some sand in there too. Definitely could breed them in a 10-gallon. I know a lot of people who do it. You can do cribs in 10s. You can do apistos in 10s. You can do rams in 10s. Pretty much all those dwarf cichlid types you can put into a 10, and they'd be pretty happy for a long time. S, good to see you. Yo. Good morning to you. Fishtuber.com. Morning. Good to see you. Maria says, I'm actually working on that. Yes. I've been loving that. I'm glad you're doing another little fun thing. I don't know how you do all that stuff. So cool. Jeffrey Watts, good morning. Good to see you. Cooper Aquatics. Good morning, Fish Fam. Good morning to you as well. Maria says, miss you. What have you been up to? Kids are waking up to your voice. I've been up to a lot of stuff. Well, we've got the fish room here. We've got the store. We've got my other business. We've got OFC. We've got wedding. We've got family illnesses. My uncle passed. Tax time. Just life. Life has been rough. But we have been pulling through and doing great. It's just been kind of one of those things that, family trumps everything. So definitely been taking time for family, but it's been good. We've definitely needed it. We've got a lot of family stuff going on it's needed all of us on deck, and it's definitely paid off. So I appreciate all of you guys kind of letting me step back for a while and just kind of doing what needs to be done on my end, because when I come back, you guys better be ready. We got a lot of stuff that's lined up. I've got some really great videos lined up. We're going to do first video back, though, for sure is going to be a fish room tour, because this fish room has changed a ton since the first fish room tour. So kind of what I want to do is take that first video and kind of splice it into the new video, and kind of edit it, kind of here's the old one, here's the new one, so you guys can see the progression. Because literally just looking around, I was looking at photos of the fish room, and it was when we first started, this rack right here was just storage when I first set up the garage. When Courtney was like, just take the garage over, I was like, okay. So that was just storage. And then we had just this rack, and I just had, I think, these 4 10s, and that was it. And then I had a couple, I think I had that 3-gallon and that 5-gallon right there up here somewhere too. And that was it. And then we bred the bettas. So the betta rack was right here. And then once they all went away, then we put 20 longs there. And then the middle one's a 30 long. So it's just been changing. Then we got the 75, and then we got the other rack. And now we have this rack over here with the 2 120s on it. And then we got this whole new streaming setup, which is awesome. It's just so different. And then we got a fireplace in here. There's a fireplace right there. We got a new garage door, so it's much more insulated in here. Behind here is all storage for like OFC stuff, like little stickers and pamphlets and that kind of stuff, for all the breeders. So it's just a lot of cool changes in here. We got, with the new 120s, we're testing out a new pump too, which I'm absolutely in love with. So 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago when I did my last stream? I think it was 2 weeks ago. I had the aqua air, I think is what it's called, pump, and it's just the metal one with the out pipe, and then you just connect the 6T on it. Absolutely loud as all get out. That thing vibrates like crazy. You could hear it in our living room, which is on the other side of this wall right here. Hated it. Absolutely hate it. I love like just the noise of like a couple bubbles. Like you can hear it right now. Here, I'll be quiet. You guys can listen. Just a couple bubbles. That's my favorite noise right there for sure. But the new pump we got that I'm testing is incredible. So it is running 2 120s with more air than they need. And it's silent. So I'm super excited about that. And it was like, I think it was like $60 for it. And I bet you I could run a good 12 10-gallon tanks on it. So super cool pump. Joe L says, I wonder what happened to Bay Area Aquatics. It's April and he still hasn't uploaded. Yeah, so Michael's been great. He's actually been doing really good in his life. He's kind of taken a step back from YouTube because they had to close down their office. And so he's doing a lot more work like remotely and traveling a lot for that within his area. He's got a new girlfriend, which is super exciting. She's very sweet. They've been doing awesome. They've been actually having a lot of fun together. So if you follow him on Instagram, we actually post a lot on Instagram. So you can kind of see what he's been up to, but he's just taking a step back from the YouTube thing because he's got a lot of other life stuff going on. So kind of the same situation as me. So yeah, it's just kind of, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Maria says, how do you do all that? I don't know how you do all of it. You've got kind of the same situation as me, but then you've got all the monkeys with you too. So you're incredible, Maria. And Courtney and I talk about you guys all the time, and we miss talking to you and seeing all the monkeys' faces. So we love you all if you're all listening. And happy Easter. All right. Got some more people coming in. Tiffany White, good to see you. Peplin Creek Aquatics, good to see you in here. All right. Let's see what else. All right, making sure I'm not missing anything. Joe L says, didn't realize Peter hit over 3K. Congrats. Yes, I went over 3K on the last stream. It was super cool. Rico Stan was able to like bump me up like, I think like 15 or 16 subs during the stream, and I cried. It was really cool. My uncle had passed away that week, so I just needed to come on and talk to you guys and kind of get a boost. And that was more than enough of a boost. Absolutely incredible. You guys are the best. So yeah, I love you all. Love you all. That's for sure. IHSP says, I'm impatiently waiting for my shipping notice since ordering a linear piston air pump and accessories. If you ordered them from Co-op, I'm pretty sure they're back ordered. This one that I am testing right now is, I believe it's a Gemco for sure. I know that, but I'm not sure the like, I can't remember right now what the pump size and all that is. I think it's like their diaphragm 15 or something like that. Yeah. So, Maria, yes, Thank you. Congratulations to me. No, I'm kidding. Congratulations to all of you guys, because it's literally you guys that have done this to get us over the 3K mark. The higher we go in the subscribers, the more we can do for the hobby, because then we can start pulling some strings, which is really cool. We've gotten a few things on the list that we're able to pull now for you guys, just because YouTube is a good platform to kind of show some products and show some people and show what we do as a hobby. And it's really exciting that the more we grow together as a community, the more we have at our disposal. So we're able to do a lot more. So OFC right now is kind of the first step on that. We are doing a full overhaul of that. We are doing a complete back end remodel. I've got a couple of the Fish Fam members. We're paying them to do a rebuild of the site. So kind of I think it's been open for a whole year now, actually. We've kind of taken all of the input from everybody and said, okay, these are the 5, 6, 7 things we need to fix. And so that is what's going on. So the whole back end of our Fish Collective is going to be completely different. And it's going to give you guys, if you become a reader on the site, way more. Let's see, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not usability. You guys always do that where you like lose the thought, and then way more opportunity, I guess. We'll just stick with that because that was the word that I came up with already. Opportunity to kind of make your own store within our Fish Collective. So really cool. You're going to be able to go on and put your own products and your own pricing, because right now it's us literally going in and adding every item, adding every price, all the descriptions, all of it after people submit that to us. So it's a lot of extra work, but we love doing it because of what it means. But we're really excited to have everybody have their own access to their own product. So once you get that approval, after you send that test shipment, then it's like all forces ahead. You have your own store and you get to go from there, which is super cool. We just still support you with everything you do. It's really fun. It's really fun. Let's get back in the chat here. Timothy Darling says, I'm sorry, they are platinum red dragon mosaic, big ear ribbon guppy babies. Woof, that is a mouthful. Platinum red dragons. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous. Mosaics, even more gorgeous. Big ear, my favorite. Ribbon. Boom. That is a trifecta. So you've got the platinum, Dumbo, ribbon. You got the trifecta right there. Trifecta. Jeffrey Watts says, my Tetra Whisper air pump is loud. I only use it now for brine shrimp hatching and set it on a towel to dissipate. Oof, that is a word I did not want to say today. To dissipate the noise. My USB air pumps are the best. Yeah, those are really good for definitely for the brine shrimp hatching for sure. I've never used the Tetra Whisper air pump, but they definitely do get louder over time, just because they're a different system. The USB ones I've got, I think I have 4 of them. I use 2 of them for like taking stuff around, like plugging into the car and taking them around. And then I use 2 of them in our bedroom, but the ones in the bedroom are starting to get louder. I've had them on there for a year, so I think it's one of those things that they just don't last too long if you're running them consistently. But that's all part of the game of testing. So Maria says, careful, Julio wanted to FaceTime you. I updated her a little and she said, you guys need time just like us. Yep. It's been a rough one, but it's been a fun time too. But after we're done with the wedding and the honeymoon and all that fun stuff, we will definitely be able to jump back in. We've got a really cool video planned. Courtney and I do. We've been talking about it for a long time. We just haven't had the chance to do it, but it's going to be really fun. I'm going to have her come in and do a fun project with me. And I think it's going to be hilarious and it's going to be awesome. And you guys are probably going to love it. And if it goes as well as we think it goes, we'll probably do more of them because they're going to be awesome with more people. So yeah. Peplin Creek says, oh, Florida Fish Rescue. Good to see you. Glad you could make it in, bud. Peplin Creek says Gemco is boss. They really are. They are a great company. We buy a lot from them now for the shop. We've bought their huge pump. Their I think it's called their like LHP 110 or whatever. It's their biggest pump they sell. It's like this big. The thing's huge. But that runs our entire store now. So I think there's like over 30 tanks, probably more than that. Largest one being a 220. And that pump runs every single one of them in the shop. And there's still more air. So absolutely incredible pump. Super good price for them too. We're working with them where we actually are ordering them for in-store sales. So super cool, where we can actually supply them for local customers too. So it's been really fun to be able to do that kind of stuff. We're working with a lot of local and small mom and pop kind of stuff. Because that's kind of the way that the hobby started. And it's the way that it's probably going to end up going now with the world kind of being the way that it is that the bigger boys, they have so much overhead and so much cost, and all their stuff was kind of tied into this like super cheap production methods. And these like mom and pops and these smaller companies that are doing things that the way they've done them for 30 years are going to remain because they aren't cutting corners. They're doing it right. And they're making a product that's going to last. And that's who we've been supporting a lot of. Just because I think that's the way the world's going to end up going. So, Sean OOTD, good morning. Good to see you. Happy Easter. Jeffrey Watts, 3000 stream was great. We made the Guppy Guru cry. It was emotional. Yes, you did make me cry. And then I couldn't talk because I was so emotional, but it was great. It was really, really fun. Absolutely loved it. So thank you all. Let's see. I call it squirreling. Yeah, squirreling for sure when you can't remember the word. That is for sure. The Zen Ginger's in the house. Good to see you. Glad you could make it in. Thank you for being a moderator and throwing up the OSC link. It's super great. And the waterfront one. Yes. We are working on that. Again, at this moment, there's just a lot of things we're working on. So we're trying our best. Jeffrey Watts. I want to toss it, but I can't throw away something that works. I feel the same way. I've got literally a tote full of stuff that I'm like, still works, but I'm not using it, but maybe I will. So yeah, like this whole section under here is just full of just stuff that I'm like, I'm not using, but I may use at some point. So we'll see. I really will. I got the bleeder valve and silencer so I can use it while I expand instead of only after it's all set up. Yeah, it's always best to buy bigger when it comes to air and like they're just pumps in general, because you can always go bigger from there. You can't always go, it's just better to get bigger, especially when the price is only like with Gemco. I think there's like the 45, and then there's like the 65, which is a step up, and it's like another $20 or $30. But that extra pump can run literally like 3 of these fish rooms. So that's kind of the step ups that you kind of have to look at. Just kind of make it feasible for the monetary side, but also feasible for the growth side. It's just the way that you kind of have to look at all things. Jay Oliver says, yeah, I've got a whisper pump that's super loud. I've never used the whisper pump, so I don't know. I know the other Tetra pumps are really good. Let me see if I have one right here. Yeah, I made a video on these ones. On this one. Woof. This is the Aquion little 10, I think is what they call it. Super cool little one. It's got rubber feet, a little hanging port so you can like right up on the wall. But this is a great pump for a small space. And then this is the pump that I absolutely love, though. It's a rechargeable USB wireless, super quiet. You can plug this into a USB, but this is the other part. It's got two functions, so it'll turn on. And then it goes quiet. And then it'll turn on again. So if you're like doing a really long, if you're doing a really long trip and you don't want to kill the battery so quick, you can put it onto like intermittent. Super cool. Super cool. All right. The Zen Ginger says, hey, Peter, long time no see. It's been a long Easter already, but the bunny is taking a break, and so am I. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we were going to do a big Easter thing with our family. Well, not big. It was going to be like the 6 of us in the circle. And then one of us got sick, so we decided the best not to do any of it, just to make sure everyone's safe. Select Pet, good to see you. Glad you're lurking. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out, just listening. Listening's always good, especially when like on a Sunday like this. This is when I usually do my water changes. I did them yesterday. No, did them Friday? No, Thursday. I did them Thursday. So that way I didn't have to worry about them today, because I thought we were going to be doing Easter stuff. But yeah, I always listen to live streams while I'm doing that kind of stuff. It just makes it so much better. Abolished Inc. Good to see you. Cheers to my fellow fish nerds and the Guppy Guru. Oh, Timothy Darling, $10. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Really do. It means a lot that you guys want to support this channel. I try my best to give you guys as much as I possibly can. And that's why I did take away the memberships for a while, because I didn't know how long this process was going to be of me having to take a step back. So I didn't want to charge you guys for something you weren't getting. I don't feel like that's a good ethical way to stand. And then, this being a way to fund this hobby, I didn't think that was monetarily, ethically the way to go. So that's why I took down the memberships. So the super chats are awesome because that supports this channel. It means a lot that you guys are willing to do that. But hopefully the memberships will be coming back. I'm actually planning on going at a lower rate for the memberships as well, so that everyone has an opportunity to get in on that, because I don't know how much I'll be able to do. But if you guys want to support that, then that gives everyone kind of the same playing field. But thank you, Timothy. It means a lot. It really does. Also, if you guys do want to super chat, I would recommend, instead of super chatting, go to OFC and buy someone's fish. I know that's kind of weird for me to say, but I would rather have you guys take that money and go and get something that you also enjoy. And I know this was you saying, I support you. But I think it's money could be well spent showing other creators and hobbyists that their fish, their hobby, their passion is also very important. And I hope that makes sense. And I may not have said that right, but I love that you want to super chat me, but I also think we can be using that money to support all of this. But all the money that I do get super chatted or I make off YouTube goes right back into this fish room and right back into things like OFC or into the creation of new content for you guys. So I appreciate it. And thank you very much. IHSP Tank Tribe says, J. Oliver, it might be a worn out diaphragm. I think you can get rebuilt kits for them. Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure you can. Florida Fish Rescue says, to quiet those noisy air pumps, just wrap it in bubble wrap and tape it. Those whisper aerators will finally actually whisper. Oh, that's a good idea. Leo says, Peter, you guys should look into selling CJ products at the Waterfront, bro. Love the canister filters they sell and not overpriced. We do sell the, what one is it? It's the, it's the hang on the back with the CJ pump that sits in the titles. We sell the title filter in shop, and Lewis loves it. I've never used them, but he loves them for sure. So we like CJ because that is the pump that's used in that. So there's a lot of like back end of that though. Like a lot of these factories require a minimum purchase price, and we just, as a small company, we can't afford a whole lot. So it's kind of that time to money ratio, and where the money can go right now is just into that store for the time being. So we do have some CJ products in stock though, for sure, in the shop. Got a lot of stuff going on. Reading the chat here, everybody, just reading. Rico Stan, I hear you. Today is water change and rescape day. My vampire shrimp just trampled my plants. I have to replant a few. That is crazy. I've never seen a vampire shrimp in person, I think. Only seen them on videos. Florida Fish Rescue, all my aerators are donated secondhand, missing feet, old, so just wrap them all, no noise. That is really cool. That is really cool. I need to reach out to you, Florida Fish Rescue, and we need to go back and forth because we get some crazy stuff that people want to donate to us. It is awful. We had one guy try to give us a channel catfish, and we were like, no, sorry, that's illegal. There's been some crazy stuff, absolutely crazy. Gnarly Fish Tanks, good to see you. I got the LPH60 from Gemco. I have more air than I can use for sure. Getting ready to drop a few tanks, and thinking about getting a LPH45 now. I'll have less blow off and about 25 less watts. Yeah, so I've got the 45 running all these tanks here. So the 45 runs all of that rack, all of this rack. This one's running on a canister now because it needed its own system. And then all of these are running on a 45. So I think that's what, 4, 8, 12, 22, 27, 31 tanks. 31 tanks running on a 45. So really good pump. Absolutely love it. Today is water change day, but I got a wild hair and did them and start cleaning lids and kinds of all stuff. Oh, I hate when the algae builds up on the lids. Hate it. All right. The Zen Ginger asked if doesn't wrapping your air pump restrict flow and cause overheating? That's a good question. Restricting the intake will cause overheating. Okay. So just don't cover the intake. There you go. Florida Fishers, yeah, send them our way. We have our full invasive species permit soon. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we get some really weird stuff. There's some crazy people that don't know what they are keeping, and I don't know how some people get some of this stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's a federal offense, number one. Number two, how? Number three, did you buy this? Did you catch it out of the wild? It's just, some of it is just awful, just absolutely awful. So I'm probably going to make a video at some point going through the invasive illegal fish in the hobby, because I don't think it's hard because every state has a different DNR regulation and federal has their own. So it's just so hard. So I think I might sit down and do like a Utah one and then a federal one and just kind of go through them. Maybe I'll do state by state. We'll see. We'll see. Select Pet says, Peter, do like I do here for the fish surrenders. Have a group of people on list as fosters and Fish and Wildlife Department for illegals. Yeah, we're very close with the DNR. Very, very good people over there. It's just really hard to figure out what to do with a lot of these species, because usually they just take them and euthanize them, which we don't like that process as much. So it's just kind of one of those, we have to do what's best for us as a company right now. We don't have a whole lot of space to really house some of these fish that people want to give us either. So IHSP says, I'd love to have a large catfish, but I don't have space for one. Yeah. Catfish get huge. Red-tailed catfish get monster. And we get people that say, oh, I've got my 10 gallon with a red-tailed cat. And I'm like, oh my goodness. It's crazy. That's a fact. We see all sorts of weird stuff. That video would be great, but you're right. It's going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to be definitely a difficult video to try to find the correct information and be accurate. But that's a good research video, and I love researching fish stuff. So, well, it looks like we are past the hour mark. We're actually at 1 hour and 6 minutes. Let's see how many people we got hanging out with us right now. We got 31 people hanging out. Oh my goodness. And 29 likes, 1 dislike. I love it. Love the dislike. That means that someone came in and they're like, I don't know. But they still interacted. And that is great. No, don't go. I wish I could stay for another hour or more. It's just, oh, hey, Lewis is hanging out. He's probably loving this chat because he's the one that sees all this stuff and tells me all about it. And I'm like, oh, I am sorry, man. I am sorry you have to deal with that. 10 gallon with a red-tailed cat. Fire. Yeah, that is the best tank ever. Best tank ever. But yeah, I wish I could hang out longer with you guys, but we do have a lot of stuff we got to get done today. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Timothy, for the super chat. Thank you all 30. Let's see how many. 31 of you hanging out, 31 likes. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. As always, be sure to spread that guppy love and have a great day. Happy Easter. I love you all.